Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday, January 25th, and the Mets have just completed a deal with the left-hand reliever Justin Wilson. This deal is worth 2 years and $10 million, so he'll add about $5 million to our annual payroll each year for the next 2 seasons. So now on to Wilson. Wilson was a former Cub. Last year he posted a 3.41 ERA with them and averaged around 11.4 strikeouts per 9 innings. There have been some concerns with his control. He has walked a lot of batters, but he has improved on that from the beginning of last season to the end of it. So it's looking good. He's gaining more control over his pitches, and if you can pitch in Wrigley, you can pitch a lot of places, I think. This is a great move for the Mets. It complements our other bullpen pieces, including Lugo, Gazelman, Diaz, and Familia, so we don't have to play those players every day. We can give some of them a rest. Wilson provides that extra insurance, and we finally have a left-hand pitcher in the bullpen. We are very right-hand pitcher heavy. We needed to make this move because we are losing Jerry Blevins to free agency, so I think that's one person that we close the case on now. I think Jerry is going to move on from the Mets this season as we have signed a new lefty specialist, so to say. But anyway, this is a great move for the Mets. I still think we need to add another starting pitcher just in case, one of our starting pitchers right now gets injured or Vargas doesn't play up to his standards. But as the season ended, we were looking pretty well with our pitching staff. All of them were gaining control and gaining confidence in their pitches and really pitching up to standards. So that's a good outlook, but I still think we should add one more starting pitcher just to make our depth chart a little deeper, which Brody Van Wagner has made a ton of moves to make our depth chart as deep as it possibly could heading into this next season. Another news around the league, I know the Padres, there are a couple reports the Padres have checked in on Manny Machado and would like to play him at third base. All last year when we were talking about, is Manny Machado going to be traded? He said he would rather play shortstop than go back to third base. So that's one thing he has to take in consideration. Also, the Braves checked in on Machado, so I don't know how much motivation they have there. But originally it was a 2-team hunt. Now it's broadening up for Machado and Harper. I really don't know where they're going to go. I think teams are waiting it out to see if they can bring down the years and bring down the price on their contracts, because both those guys are looking for 10 years, $300+ million, so average annual salary of $30 million or more. I know Harper wants to be the highest paid player in the league, so that would be northward of $34.5 million each year. But I don't think either of these guys are going to get that. I know the Nationals had offered Harper a 10-year, $300 million contract, or so they said. But since they have made a couple of signings, the likelihood of him going back to the Nationals is slimmer and slimmer. I think the Phillies are a great fit for Harper. But if the Phillies sign Harper, where does that put them in our division? Are they the favorite? Or does that push the Mets back down to third behind the Nationals and the Phillies? Power move for the Mets would be adding Machado, but we already have a crowded infield anyway. So I don't think that would be an option. And I think we are more likely to put Jeff McNeil out in the outfield to get him more at bats during the season, since we already have a crowded infield. But anyway, that's the news for the Mets and for around the league. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for always watching.